My beloved soul, wherever you are sitting right now, and whatever moment pulled you into this message, do not take it lightly, because this is the moment heaven wrote long ago on the sacred backdrop of your destiny, the moment when you were meant to understand that the changes happening around you, the reactions that surprise you, the looks trying to read you, the unspoken expressions rising on people's faces are not imagination, coincidence, or confusion. They are the testimony of your transformation, a transformation you didn't visibly notice because you were busy living it. But the world saw it from a distance and responded to it without even realizing why. Chosen soul, when God transforms someone from deep within into the places no human can reach, the places where hidden wounds live, where layers of exhaustion pile up, where old fears have rooted themselves, that inner change slowly descends into the muscles of the face, the steadiness of the eyes, the softness of the voice, and the confidence in your walk. And that is why people pause strangely when they see you now, why they forget their words, whether they know you well or not at all. You may think you're still the same face, the same laughter, the same voice, but you don't see how the healing of your spirit has changed the entire language of your outward appearance. Once your eyes scanned rooms for unseen danger, staying alert as if your soul whispered, "I can be hurt any moment." Once the corners of your lips held the tremble of everything you were trying to hide. Once your face carried stories, the stories of lies you believed, of relationships that drained your light, of nights you spent crying silently. But now you have changed so much that you don't even recognize yourself. But the world sees this transformation before you do. You lived through long nights where your eyes were wet and your spirit was tired, but you didn't give up. You endured pain nobody else even understood, but you held on to God. You faced moments where you could have broken, but you chose love, truth, and patience. You let go of the voices that were consuming you from the inside. You released the people who were hollowing you out. You walked away from the doors that demanded you lose yourself just to stay welcomed. And when a soul breaks repeatedly, yet still chooses love, its face changes, its eyes deepen, its bones settle. Its entire presence carries a peace that comes only from God's nearness, a peace that no one can fake, imitate, or perform. This is why today people stop for a moment when they see you, because they see something in you they cannot describe. You walk into a room, and the atmosphere shifts. Some people pause their conversations, some feel drawn to you, some step back in fear, some become softer, some unexpectedly honest. Even children smile at you, as if recognizing something pure. Strangers open up their wounds to you as if your face feels safe. And some people feel uncomfortable, avoiding eye contact, rushing the conversation not because of something you said, but because your face now carries truths they have been running from. Your face has become a spiritual mirror, giving peace to the genuine, unsettling to the false. This is not a power you asked for. It's a reward God gave you for saying yes to Him even in your most broken state. Pay attention to the relationships that are slowly fading from your grip. They are not ending through fights or arguments, but through silence. People can no longer treat you as ordinary. They no longer see the old yes to everything in your expression. They no longer find the old anxiety hidden behind your smile. Your silence no longer seems weak. It feels like a boundary. Your face no longer whispers, "I just want to fit in." Now it says, "I have value too." Those who once took you lightly now behave carefully around you, because the glow on your face no longer fits their old version of you. Your face no longer carries the softness born of wounds. It carries the softness born of healing, and those two are worlds apart. The softness from healing has the fragrance of peace, discernment, and self-worth. It comforts others, yet cannot be taken advantage of. Those who love truth feel safe near you. Those who rely on manipulation feel exposed because your eyes now see what you used to overlook. And in the days to come, this transformation will open new doors in your life. Some people will choose you for responsibilities without you asking, because something inside them says, "This person is trustworthy." Some will remember you because your presence made them feel genuinely seen. Some connections will be drawn to you because your peace feels like home. And yes, some will drift away because your face no longer validates their old narratives. Remember, my friend, when you look in the mirror and pause for a moment wondering, "Why don't I look like I used to?" Don't avoid that moment. That is your new self. That is the version God was shaping while you were crying, breaking, and feeling empty. That is the you born from light, not darkness. So the next time someone pauses when they see you, whether with affection, respect, confusion, or awe, don't misunderstand it. It is the impact of your light. You are not intimidating, you are clear. You are not heavy, you are deep. You are not too much, you are truth. And truth always does two things. It attracts the real and disturbs the fake. It is not your job to manage how others perceive your light. Your only responsibility is to keep shining. Because, chosen soul, God is going to use your eyes, your smile, your presence, your face as a divine instrument, one that will open doors your resume, your age, your status, or your name could not open. You have become exactly what heaven chose you to be: a living message, a walking healing, a face that quietly declares, "I walk, but I do not walk alone." And the world will slowly understand why peace always surrounds you, a peace that does not speak, but reveals itself. Heaven is proud of your new form, and in the days coming ahead, your radiance will reach places you never imagined stepping into. My dear soul, thank you for being part of this awakening. If this message touched a deep place within you, do not keep it to yourself. Share it with a soul who needs this truth right now. Now step toward the next chapter of your journey, the message your spirit is calling for. You know there are moments in life when you suddenly freeze mid-step, as if an invisible hand touches your shoulder and says, "Stop, pay attention." This is the moment. This is the turning point. This is where the story shifts. And right now, your story is about to shift, because this message is not written for your outer world. It is written for the deepest chamber of your soul, the place where you hide your most honest voice, the corner where your fears sleep and your dreams search for light. The world may look at you and insist you are fine, composed, normal. But you know how many storms still lie silent inside you, how many nights you have fought alone, how many times you've smiled while hiding the knot of pain, how many times you've shown people the face they needed, not the feelings you were truly carrying. This script is written for that hidden world of yours. Listen, you are changing, and though you cannot fully feel it yet, the world around you is noticing before you do. Your energy field is shifting, your mindset is transforming, the season of your spirit is changing. You may think you are still the same, but your walk no longer carries confusion, your face no longer holds exhaustion, your eyes no longer tremble with fear, and your words no longer carry the old hesitations. And that is why people are reacting differently, some moving toward you, some backing away, some showing respect, some removing their masks, some becoming uneasy, as if your presence shakes the false stories they live by. This shift is happening because you are releasing an old frequency, the frequency that made you bend to please others, the frequency that silenced your self-worth, the frequency that made you doubt your strength, the frequency that made you underestimate yourself. You are leaving behind the version of you that was busy convincing people, and you are becoming the version that stands firmly in truth. You are no longer the person who shrinks so others feel comfortable. You are becoming the person who says, "If my light bothers you, turn toward the darkness, but I will not dim myself anymore." That was the hardest part of your journey. You endured it alone. You lived nights where you felt the battle would never end. You carried pain in silence because you believed no one would understand. You faced betrayals that could have shattered you, but you didn't shatter. You endured seasons where your soul screamed, "Enough," but you chose to keep going. Life tested you to see if you were truly ready for the change prepared for you. And the hardest part? Despite everything, you chose love for yourself, love for others, love for truth, love for God's plan. When a soul passes through such deep suffering and still chooses love, it is not breaking. It is being reborn. This is your breakthrough moment. Yes, this is the moment you rise from the ashes of your pain, not with the scars of your wounds, but with the wisdom of them. You rise not with the weight of your failures, but with the strength of what you learned. You rise not with a broken heart, but with a heart wiser, clearer, and stronger than ever before. The universe's plan was always clear. You had to be broken before you could be rebuilt. You had to be sent into darkness before you could be led into light. You had to see the truth about others before you could see the truth about yourself. And now you stand at the turning point of that journey, where everything in your story points to one direction: rise. This is your time to rise. Your spirit is saying, "I am ready." No more fear, no more doubt, no more stepping back. You are becoming who you were created to be. You will see opportunities follow you, people drawn to your energy, the right connections falling naturally into place, the wrong ones falling away without effort. This isn't because you're doing something special. This is because you have reached the frequency where the universe opens doors for you. People will come into your life who feel your truth, who appreciate your honesty, who feel safe in the light of your spirit. And yes, some will still misunderstand you, because your truth does not match their illusions. But that is their story, not yours. You have entered the season where your job is no longer to change their perceptions, but to stay aligned with your direction. The fire inside you has awakened the fire that was buried for years, the fire no one could extinguish, the fire that waited for the right moment. And this is the moment. You are no longer the person life can push around. You are becoming the person who can shift the direction of life. You are no longer the person who feared circumstances. You are becoming the person who shapes circumstances. You are no longer the person who thought too little of yourself. You are becoming the person who knows exactly what you carry. And once you embrace this awakening completely, watch how your victory unfolds. This victory isn't just financial, not just opportunities, not just rising in the eyes of the world. This is the victory of your soul. It is the realm where you conquer your fears, turn your wounds into strength, honor your past, but no longer live in it, and understand clearly where you're going next. In the days ahead, your life will shift in ways that will surprise even you. Doors will open. Things you prayed for will become reality. Respect will rise. Opportunities will arrive, and paths once impossible will become reachable. All because you refused to let your pain destroy you. You turned it into power. You